Good morning, children. Today I am going to explain Class 9th, third chapter, The Little Girl. In this chapter, author Catherine Mansfield described a beautiful relationship between a father and a daughter. So, let's start the chapter. First, about the author. The author of this chapter is Catherine Mansfield. She was born on 14 October 1888 and died on 9 January 1923 by a fatal pulmonary hemorrhage. As you know that I am always explain the prose chapter in point wise. Okay, and I try to cover full chapter in these points so that you will not feel a problem. So first, the introduction of the chapter. Children have a natural attachment with their parents. They always desire to receive their love and affection. The rude behavior of the parents develops only a deep sense of separation among the children. However, even if parents are rude, they still have only one desire. They want to make us successful. They work hard to make their children happy. The Kezia, little girl in the story, was afraid of her father. She would start stuttering in his presence. But a little love and affection shown by her father towards end of the story changed her thoughts. She forgave him for his previous action. She tells her father that he had got a big heart. Further, Kezia's relationship with his father means what kind of a relationship Kezia had with his father. That is our second point, Kezia's relationship with her father. In the story, the little girl Kezia was afraid of her father. She always avoided to meeting him. She felt relieved when he went out of the house as his presence made her uncomfortable. Out of fear, Kezia used to stammer in his father's presence, whereas with others, Kezia used to talk normally. He appeared so big to Kezia that she would compare him with a giant. Kezia's grandmother wanted that she should talk with her parents more. Therefore, one on Sunday afternoon, she would send her to the drawing room to talk to them, where they would be relaxing. Kezia makes a birthday gift for her father. One day, Kezia had a cold and she did not go to school. Her grandmother suggested her to make with her own hands a beautiful pincushion as a gift of her father, whose birthday was next week. Kezia made a beautiful pincushion and stitched three sides of it. Then, not finding any scrap to fill it with, she filled it by tearing into some pages of papers which she found on her mother's bedroom table. Then she completed the pincushion and stitched its fourth side. Later, her father was very angry because he could not find the papers on which he had written the speech to be given the port authority next day. When Kezia was asked, Kezia told her that she tore up and stuffed the papers in her pincushion. So her father punished her by hitting her hands with a ruler to teach her not to touch anything that did not belong to her. Kezia's neighbors, the McDonalds. Kezia was jealous of a happy family living next door. Mr. McDonald, his wife, and 5 children. Mr. McDonald always playing with his children when he was free. They were laughing and enjoying with each other. That is when Kezia realized that there were different kinds of father. Kezia's opinion about her father finally changed. Once her mother fell ill and was hospitalized. She left alone at home under the care of cook. At night, she had a nightmare of a butcher with a knife and rope. She woke up crying. She found her father standing beside her. He picked her up and took her in his room. He tugged up her in his bed and soon fell asleep. She felt secure lying near. She realized that her father was not as big as giant. She felt the beating of her father did not mean he did not love her. She discovered that actually her father was not very bad. He was very loving and had a big heart. She developed the warm feeling for her father. She realized that her father was not bad but was a bit of overburdened with work. That's all about the third chapter. Now go through the chapter and try to solve the exercise of the chapter. So in the next video I will explain the next chapter. Till then, have a nice day.